We're having an excellent time. Thank you so much for having us here. But now it's time for you all. Come on over to get to put Max and Stephen A. on the hot seat. Senior Airman Pamela Olvido, thank you so much for being with us.
Nice to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you. What do you want to, here, come on up to the desk. What do you want to ask the guys?
All right, so my question is, how much will the Panthers miss Cam Newton?
I think they are going to miss him. I think in the moment of truth, if they make the playoffs, Cam gives you a premium over Kyle Anderson. He can just do things that Kyle can't. And if they make the playoffs, I think they will miss Cam. I do not think they will make much noise, but with Cam, they might have.
I think that's ridiculous. If they didn't miss Cam during the regular season to get to the playoffs, why the hell they gonna miss him once they get there? The fact of the matter is, right now, Cam Newton has been injured. It's not that he can't play or anything like that. He's been injured, and he's been a shell of himself because of it. So right now, they're better off without him. I personally think he should leave and end up with the Chicago Bears and be done with it. That would be my personal opinion. But I don't think they're going to miss him that much because the Cam Newton of 2015, that guy has not been around for a while.
Cam Newton of 2018 in the first half of the season was pretty damn good.
Yeah, he was in the first half of the season, yeah, but still.
Pamela, thank you so much, and thank you for your service. Next up, we have Major Brandon Reeves from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Good morning, sir.
Hey, Molly, how are you?
I am excellent. It's so great to be out here with you all. Come up to the desk. What do you want to ask the fellas?
Stephen A., I got a question specifically for you. I know you love your Steelers. How dangerous are your Steelers going to be the rest of the season?
They're not going to be that dangerous. I'm a realist, and the fact is, with Big Ben gone, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown gone, Juju Smith-Schuster is the number one option. He'll be better and better as his career progresses. But this year, with Mason Rudolph and what have you, with the way the AFC is loaded, no, I don't see the Steelers as a threat. Could they potentially challenge for a wild card berth? Sure, but do I consider them a threat? No.
I do consider them a threat, if this is what you mean by threat. I think they can score the upset this weekend.
So why?
Their defense is playing so well, they can play spoiler to teams. You know, even if they go 8-8, but you could have a couple of teams down the stretch who really need this win, and on paper they're favored, and the Steelers beat them. I think they're a threat that way. They're dangerous that way.
I think your Saints could win a Super Bowl. Thank you so much. SSGT Colton Wells up next here from Arlington, Texas. Good morning.
How's it going?
What you got?
Okay, I have a question for you. Tough question. Not really. All right, is this a week the Browns turn around the season against the Bills?
Hell no.
Good question.
No, the Browns. I'd said it before the season began. I didn't know what all the noise was about, regardless of their talent. You had a second-year quarterback and a rookie head coach. I knew they would receive their comeuppance because they were feeling themselves in a man's league, acting like a bunch of boys because they thought they had arrived before playing a game, and they've been punched in the mouth because of it. I never expected them to have a great season, and it will continue. They'll probably win this weekend. Doesn't mean anything to me. They ain't making the playoffs, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, I don't know. The odds are against them making the playoffs by a lot, but I think it was 538. Someone came out and said it's like 8%. I mean, that's a 1 in 10, not even a 1 in 10 shot. But I do think they can turn the season around in the sense that we all knew the second half slate would be much easier. They're getting Kareem Hunt. Those two things are happening. It's not like they don't have any quality win this season against a very good team. So the question is, can they turn it around to the point where Freddie Kitchens actually looks like a viable head coach and this team starts showing you what it might do? Yes, I think the answer is yes.
The question is, are you a Cowboys fan?
I'm a bandwagon fan. I'm more of a Mavericks fan.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Thank you for being with us. Master Sergeant Adam DeAnthony, come up to the desk here. Hello, sir.
All right, so my question is, would primetime Deion Sanders be a good fit for the next coaching job at Florida State?
Well, I appreciate you bringing that up because that was something that I was going to bring up today. I think the Florida State Seminoles, the best thing that they could do is hire primetime Deion Sanders as the new head coach of their institution. Understand something here. Jimbo Fisher leaves. Obviously, they had some success with Jimbo Fisher, but he left, and he left with some controversy, with some stuff going on there. And obviously, Taggart comes on board, doesn't get the job done. Florida State has fallen off the map. You look at them recruiting-wise, you talk about a guy that can recruit. You talk about the kind of personality that players are going to want to gravitate to and come play for. You talk about a guy that has a passion for coaching. We see primetime Deion Sanders on the NFL Network. Please understand he could be doing more TV. He doesn't want to. Why? Because he's coaching high schools. back in Texas. This guy loves kids. He loves coaching, and he loves Florida State. That is what Florida State's need. They need somebody that's going to bring attention to their university yet again, that can go out there and recruit marquee athletes. And Primetime knows everybody, so he'll have an elite staff that'll come coach for him as well. He is obviously the choice that Florida State should make, and if they're smart, they will grab him today.
You know, I'll tell you the upside and the downside. I'll start with the downside. When you are the most talented player who ever lived at a position, right? Sometimes those guys don't make the best coaches because, forget about recruiting for a second, obviously you have an advantage there because not say I want the responsibility of coaching, you know, success, failure, the whole thing in a highly competitive atmosphere where a program hasn't had success recently. I love that. And he was always that way. Primetime. Put the spotlight on me. Let's see what happens. I love the idea.
But the key pivotal point I think that needs to be made is that he's been coaching high schools.
Right. It's not like he's just coming out of the booth.
He's been coaching his whole career.
He's been coaching. This is a guy.
And working with kids.
This is a guy that could be on TV, could be doing more. He's gifted enough as an analyst. When you talk about these networks, Sunday programs, Monday night programs, this is a man that's passed up money, that doesn't want to do certain things because he loved coaching kids. And so now you not only have an opportunity to coach them, but facilitate them getting scholarships, assisting and helping them become better men, doing the kind of things he's already doing, but on an elevated level for a program that he starred for and brought limelight to back when they were Alabama, back when they were Clemson. That's what you're talking about here, that Florida State is missing. And particularly with somebody like Dabo Swinney and guys like that in similar conferences, you have an opportunity to get a the man is prime time. That's his name.
Think you have
He ain't
some,
even allowed to
you
be in the daytime.
You think you have
him.
some talent to recruit from in that area?
No question.
How about
Listen,
that?
I have a lot of love for Deion, known him my whole career, obviously worked together, NFL Network. If that's something he wants to take
He
on
wants
that
to do it.
responsibility,
Exactly.
I
He
certainly
wants to do it.
hope it works out for him. Thank you so much. Thank you all for participating, making today so fun for us. When we come back, we got a surprise for you from Tucson, Arizona. Calais Campbell will be here. Here he is. Yes, sir. Don't go anywhere. First take in Tucson, honoring America's heroes.
Fantasy Island is brought to you by USAA. Let's thank our veterans. Join us at USAA.com.